So, this week on Ask Ashley, we are going to talk about some trust misconceptions. So, you've probably heard people say that trusts are only for the rich and you only need one if you have X number of dollars or more. And this is an arbitrary number. I've heard attorneys say $400,000 or $1,000,000. And really, that's just a number in a vacuum. It's not the approach that I take because I want my clients to decide if a will is the best route or if a trust is the best route. It has nothing to do with how much you own or how much you might own or your net worth, because everybody values a dollar differently. Everyone's goals for estate planning is different. Because for me, it's really about the quality of what your family is going to have to go through and what your goals are for protection for your family if you're no longer here. If you leave a will and not a trust, your family is probably going to have to go through the probate process at the Register of Wills. And if you utilize a trust instead and everything is done properly, the trust is funded, your family can avoid probate completely. And this can be a much more immediate process and private process than a will is for your family. So understanding the ins and outs of how probate works, what a will does, that a will still goes through probate, what the steps are to actually have an executor sworn in versus how the trust works is really important to understand if you need a trust. Typically, I like to consider a client needing a trust if they have minor children and most of their money is in retirement and life insurance accounts. If you own a business, if you own real estate outside of Pennsylvania, so timeshare, vacation home, anything like that, if privacy is important to you, those are all when we want to talk about the benefits of a trust. When you have minor kids and those beneficiary designations are listing the kids directly, we might want to protect that money. We might want to protect that money from future divorces or creditors or car accidents for your kids. Looking at how that money is protected, what your goals are, that's where we figure out which plan makes the most sense.